light flows through, and people that have experienced depression and not feeling connected to their intuition, which was a place where I was about 7 years ago, felt like they could not experience their intuition. With the meditation that I did, I was able to break through that block and again to experience my connection to God, and from that my life has continued to be blessed in many ways, and I'm eternally grateful to keep that connection very strong. And that's really the basis of my work, is to help people. I call myself the intuitive millionaire coach because many people can win the lottery and become a millionaire and maybe go through it in less than a year. The kind of inner millionaire I'm talking about, you have for a lifetime. It's what gets you creating things that are unique. And I just want to take a moment and just say a thank you for Steve Jobs. And we passed away, and his creative vision and what he says about intuition, almost brought me to tears today when I was watching the news about his life and the gifts that he's given to all of us by following his inner vision and his intuition. So with that, Dana, let's go into your heart center, and I thank you for being here and for being emotionally available to talk about this center and share, because as we share, we often help people that we would otherwise not help. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there's a one of us that hasn't gone through loss. And so I'm going to call on Archangel Raphael to be with us, and along with the other Masters of Light. And I'm going to talk about the Love Wealth Center. And again, Dana, as I'm talking about this center, begin to think about anything that may have thwarted or any pain you've experienced or anything at all that comes up for you as I start talking. And after I finish talking, I'm going to ask you to just describe what came up for you, and then we'll do what we've done before, and I'll just go in and kind of offer you some guidance that I'm getting. Okay, so you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So, let me see. The Love Wealth Center has to do, and again, when I channel for people, I'm going to get information just for you, Dana, that's probably not come through like this for anybody else. I'm going to ask for information specific for you. Funny, the first thing when I said Love Wealth Center, I got this feeling of this like a well, like a welling up. It is the place where we can well up with emotion. We can well up with fear around loss before it can actually happen. It can relate to remorse or regret for things we think we should have said or could have said. It relates to understanding that the past has its own unique gifts that have nothing to do with the future, and if we can stand in the present moment and actually gracefully close the door on the past, the only thing that is holding us back from moving into a clear future is only ourselves. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. It has to do with, again, unconditional love, giving and receiving love, experiencing any kind of loss from loved ones, relationships. And the gift of the Heart Love Wealth Center is the ability to tune into an infinite source of expression, of love through our beingness, through our work. It's being God's eyes, ears, hands, eyes. It's being a light in the world that is a reflection of the higher source and power of the universe, and that we have the ability to walk through the world and be this light And it's not something outside of ourselves. Okay? So that's how it's coming through for you. So as I was talking, what can I help you with today if you found anything that you may want to clear in terms of anything to do with your heart or love well center?
Well, a lot of stuff's been coming up over the past couple weeks, clearing out a lot of stuff, a lot of past trauma that I didn't want to face.
Mm-hmm.
I had always been kind of afraid to go there, to be honest with you, and see the truth and feel the pain and get rid of it. And it feels like it's slowing me down, but I do know that I'm at the pace where I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So today I finished a very important book called Women Who Love Too Much. And it really hit the nail on the head, and it has to do with loving others more than you love yourself and trying to fix other people's problems without facing what you need to face within yourself. When you look outside of yourself, or when I've been looking outside of myself and trying to fix everything around me instead of going within and finding true love for myself, including full self-acceptance with all the flaws and the things that I didn't even want to look at. It has to start there. I have to give up what I've been doing my whole life, and basically that's been caring for and nourishing other people instead of me. And it does bring up tears. When you said welling up, I thought about how much I felt like crying just the past 24 hours. I was crying in my dreams last night. Just a lot of stuff I'm getting rid of. And one thing about crying, I was brought up to believe that it wasn't okay. So that's something that I had to really get over not too long ago, too, was that it's okay. Actually, God made us this way. That removes toxins from us when we cry. That and, other ways to get rid of liquid. But
right.
I do have a painful history in love relationships. And this book just hit the nail on the head where I haven't been ready to have a healthy relationship because I haven't been loving who I am inside and in connecting, keeping that connection to God and the divine wisdom. I've been fortunate enough to have glimpses of it and to feel how wonderful that is. So I know that that's what I want and that's what I'm working towards. But I wish I could just, snap my fingers and be there. But unfortunately, I have to feel a lot of this stuff, this pain and trauma.
Okay.
And I move through it instead of around it like I have been for 46 years.
Very brave. Okay. There are moments when you were talking, I just felt brilliance. Okay. I'm going to go in a minute and tune in. I can completely resonate with you. I can totally see a version of yourself fixing other people and ignoring your own, coming from a place of a hollow versus a full well is coming. A couple things came up again. The welling up. I could feel you welling up with tears, but when I was first shown that, I was not seeing the release of the tears, so I kept seeing like you welling up and welling up. And then, so let me just go into that a little bit. And I'm going to ask for healing. I'm going to ask that as we talk about this, unlike therapy, which can be very useful, the way I work is a little bit different. As we're bringing this up for the light, I'm asking for healing for Dana instantaneously. You understand? Working with the masters of the universe to come through, to not only to illuminate, but to fully release anything that has been holding you back from your complete and full heart happiness within you. Okay, so let me just tune in for a minute, see what else I get for you. they're going back to that point of the welling up and the welling up. It's like, imagine like a dam getting full but not able to break, okay? They're just showing me an emotional state that you've had to endure. Like you said, it wasn't really accepted that you could cry, so you create a pattern for yourself where it's kind of like showing like a bottleneck, you know. It's like it had to pop, you know. The tears need to be released, but for so long you didn't give yourself permission to do that. So I'm going to ask for what else happened with that. Well, the good news is all of the times that you were welling up and not really being able to give yourself permission to grieve, is how it's coming through, created a very, very compassionate heart within you. So I can see you reaching out to help other people and neglecting your own needs in a way, but your heart was in it for the right reasons. You understand?
That's true, yeah.
Okay? All right.
Yes, there's nothing malicious in it, that's for sure.
Well, the women who love too much, yeah. I mean, not malicious. The thing I was questioning at first is, you know, like that Wizard of Oz, don't look behind the door. So you weren't, it wasn't that you were hiding anything, I'm getting. It was more like, if you couldn't cry or heal yourself, I feel like you were just going to do your darndest to help other people. So I just feel really pure intentions and motivation with your new understanding of the women who love too much. I'm just going to, you know, just tell you that your heart's always been in the right place with that. And so now we're going to go in and kind of really anchor